Hello, dear traders. My name is Oleg Prishepa. Welcome to Trading Hero YouTube channel. Let's start our weekly review. So our total profitability is plus 130%. For the last week, we earned almost 2%. From the beginning of July, almost 7%, and our yearly performance is around plus 22%. You can see the monthly performance on the histogram below the main chart. And let's switch to MetaTrader platform and see how actually we're trading during the last week. So the first currency pair we'll speak about is GBP to USD on 1 hour time frame. I highlighted the previous week with a gray rectangle, so you can see that speaking about technical analysis, we continue to grow, and we can see this small local uptrend here that actually give us good opportunities to make a lot of selling trades and to like buy for several times on the local corrections. Speaking about this currency pair, everything is okay, everything goes according to the plan. First of all, on Monday we retested the previous highs and it gave us opportunity to sell. Then we had the like Fed decision on the funds rate and actually renewed another one local high, and we sold after it. And another one selling position we opened on Friday and also closed it with profit. From a global point of view, for GBP to USD, the situation is still the same. We are at very, very low prices, so you can even think about to make a long-term investment, maybe for 3 or 6 months, especially considering the fact that on the next week we'll see the Great Britain Bank um, decision on the rate. I think if they'll increase the same as Fed, and we have expectations that they're gonna increase the interest rate, we'll see the like future growth of this currency pair. The next one is GBP to Canadian dollar. You can see the situation is pretty similar. We have this small uptrend. It's not so like rapid and strong as we saw on GBP to USD, but still it goes. We had only like one new trade opened and closed during the last week. We are selling after we broke the previous resistance level. Then we retested another one, but didn't spend a lot of time in this area, so the algorithm was not triggered. So let's see how it goes. If we're gonna reach the new highs and trigger the like older resistance line, we're gonna sell and see how it goes. From the weekly time frame, we can see that we are still at very low prices. We are at the bottom of the corridor that was formed from 2011 to 2013, and it's also a good position to enter the market with a global perspective of its growth. The next currency pair is Australian to New Zealand dollar. We also can see that we broke this lateral movement, this corridor, and now we're heading upwards. We had like two trades. We were selling, then averaging this trade, and closed both deals with total profit. And also you can see that we were like retesting the previous highs, and the more we grow, the more actually selling positions we're gonna have, because each new high, and we can see from the global weekly chart that we are trying to break the historical highs. We actually broke the ones we had in 2018, and we are heading to the highs of 2017. After, and if we break it successfully, we'll still have a lot of like resistance levels from here, and it gives us an opportunity to expect for a lot of corrections down after taking new highs, and obviously we're going to use it to open more trades. The next currency pair is New Zealand to Canadian dollar. As you can see, the situation is pretty similar to the one we have on GBP to Canadian dollar. We also have a trend, like a small local correction. We have two algorithms on this currency pair. So we were selling here, closed the deals with profit. and then we opened two buying positions, then sold again, and now we have only one buying position with one robot. Like everything is like clear with this currency pair. If we're gonna grow to the resistance line of this corridor, we'll close our deal with profit. If not, we'll be averaging it after breaking the previous support levels. And the last pair is Australian to Canadian dollar. We also can see like the growth of the market, but like from my point of view, Australian to Canadian has much more resistance levels to face with. And the last week like showed us these opportunities. Each time we were taking a new high, we were like trying to sell at the top of the market, and actually all of the attempts like to sell were successful. Sometimes we had like to average the deal like we had it right here, but in most cases we were getting profit from the first trade. So let's take a look uh, at the news we're gonna see the next week, because like usually I don't use fundamental analysis in trading, but uh, next week looks to be promising from the point of view of volatility, because we have several like banks that will decide on the cash rate in their country. So the first one we're going to have on Tuesday is GMT plus 3 7:30. Please check it according to your time zone. We're expecting the like Australian bank uh, to increase the interest rate from 1.35 to 1.85. And you can see that actually we have like opportunity to grow, because like in the past we had like much more bigger interest rates. And obviously if interest rate is like increased, and we're gonna see some surprise, maybe it will be like less or more, we're gonna have some extra volatility. So the first important news you need to um, put into your trading calendar is Australian cash rate decision, and also statement RBA rate statement will be also important to get the comments regarding its policy and expectations. Then we're gonna have a New Zealand unemployment change. It's important, but not too much. And on Thursday we're gonna have Great Britain Bank of England official bank rate decision. And as you can see, we already got several like increments during 2022, and we already like risen this rate to like the highs we had like in 2009, when the Bank of England was decreasing the rate when the crisis happened. But still, we have the potential to grow from 1.25 to 1.75 easily, and obviously it may give us more volatility the next week. And other two important news we're gonna see is like Canadian dollar employment change and unemployment rate. We see that expectation is much more positive than we had the previous period. So if we'll see a big surprise, I think we'll have a good volatility on Friday. And of course, non-farm payrolls, as usual, first Friday of the week. We also can see that expectations are different from the previous numbers. If we'll see big numbers here, I think like it will add some extra volatility to all USD pairs, plus unemployment rate also. So this is all I wanted to share with you. I hope you're like subscribed to our trading strategy and also making profit with us every week and almost every month. Why not subscribe? Please feel free to ask any questions and subscribe to our trading strategy. See you next week. I wish you a successful trading start of August.